What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Final Take Podcast. I got a special guest here. He's gonna be my co-host. It's my big bro, man. Let's introduce Kel.
What's going on, y'all? Y'all will see me quite often, man. You ain't gotta act all formal, man. It's this family here, man.
Yeah, man. We're gonna chop it up, man. We're gonna chop it up. So definitely, man, we had a great game go down on the 5th, first game one of the NBA Finals. And let's talk about this crazy finish that we had here.
Man, it
Wow.
was it was ridiculous, man, and it hurts because the Thunder, that's my team. That's my team.
Absolutely.
I spent some time out there, lived out there a couple years for work, so I mean they're dear to my heart. But that was a heartbreaker. That was a
Heart,
heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker to say the least. I mean, I really don't. I mean, nobody thought, especially starting the game off, nobody thought that thing was going to go like that. OKC had a very comfortable lead, man. I mean, a very comfortable lead. And then they come right out there and they lose the game.
Well, first off, nobody put in Indiana Pacers and the Thunder. Nobody would have ever thought those two teams would have meet up at the end anyway. And so the fact that that game one was as close as it was with those two teams is just crazy. It
Yeah,
was crazy.
yeah. It was unexpected for sure. I mean, I think in the first quarter, the Pacers had 19 turnovers as a team. And when you hear that stat, you don't think, okay, we know they got blown out. That wasn't a close game at all.
That should have been a 30-point blowout.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, the problem was the Thunder just didn't capitalize on the turnovers. They struggled scoring. I mean, outside of SGA, I mean, you had 15 points from Lou Dort, but it was kind of flat from there. No support. Where was Chet? Where was Jalen Williams? So, I mean, this next game, they really got to step up. I mean, specific the big three.
Yeah.
I mean, SJ is going to get his, but Williams has got to come and play every game. He has to.
Yeah. I mean, Williams, he poured in 17, but I don't think that's going to get it done in the finals.
Offensively, he was horrible.
Yeah.
He was horrible.
Yeah, he didn't shoot a good percentage. I want to say 6 of 19 or something crazy like that. It has to be more efficient for them to be able to take this thing. Absolutely. I feel like the Pacers, they just got the more deeper team on roster. Like
I don't know, man. I mean, the Thunder are deep as well. It's just like I said, there was just no scoring from the Thunder at all. Like it was.
If you can't find that flow, then I mean, you're gonna get what you're gonna get. So.
Yeah. But I expect in game two they come out poised. I feel like I'm gonna make a bold prediction. I'm gonna say this is a blowout.
You think it's gonna be a blowout?
It's gonna be a blowout. Thunder up 15 points or more.
Okay,
that's where I'm putting it at.
I can kind of see that happening, but I think Indiana would. I think Halliburton is what we call a momentum player.
The Halley?
Yeah, the Halley. He's a momentum player, and he is on top of the world right now. You got the whole NFL, all these other NBA players. Halley, did y'all see Halley? Did y'all see Halley?
Man,
boy, head is on fire right now.
Halley, I respect Halley, man. I wasn't expecting him to come out and be the clutch player that he's been, but like I feel like this little run is about to come to an end. I feel like it's about to come to an end. That was a great shot. I'm not taking anything away
absolutely.
from him.
So you think this is going to be a wake up call?
This is a wake up call. Game two will be a game changer, and I'm like I said, I'm predicting a blowout.
Okay, let me ask you this. So you said game two. So if the Pacers end up still in game two, you still going with the Thunder?
If the Pacers win game two, that's a problem. We're in trouble. We are officially in trouble, and we're in panic mode. But I mean, the first game is always a fill-out game.
Absolutely, I will say that. Absolutely,
you're gonna have to adjust. That's what makes great teams great is when they are able to adjust to how people play and the style of game that the Pacers bring to the floor. I mean, this is something that the Thunder isn't used to. The teams that they went through are nothing like.
Yeah. That's true.
Team,
That's true. It's a different pace, different. These are some high scoring, efficient teams, you know. So I think we're gonna get a good series for sure. I don't think it's a lot of people coming into this thing was like, oh my god, this is gonna be one of the most boring finals there is.
And this is
game one already showed us we in for a show, man.
Yeah,
so
this is a show. This is definitely
I'm excited.
A show.
I'm definitely excited
too. I mean, when we got down to the last four teams, I mean, the Knicks fans not gonna agree with what I got to say here, but. I will say I was pulling for Pacers. I feel like they're the more complete team.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like they can compete more with the Thunder. And game one showed you. I mean, both teams came with some energy. They came with a lot. I mean, when you break a record for turnovers, like
Yeah,
that's
that was
insane. You know,
that was crazy there.
that's
Now,
insane.
yeah,
And so,
and I definitely agree with you on that Knicks thing, man.
yeah,
They're top heavy. They didn't really have a team. They got a nice starting
yeah,
five, but then you drop off after that.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
So
I
I
agree
agree
with
with
that.
that. Yeah. Did you
So
think the Thunder were ever in jeopardy? I mean, a lot of people was looking at the Nuggets and and the Timberwolves and all these other teams. You thought they were ever in jeopardy, or you knew it was
no,
going to be a road to the
no,
finals?
I'm not necessarily going to like be cocky and say that they just were going to guarantee
Yeah.
themselves into the final. But what I will say is, they had the better record all year long. They led the West. They showed you all year long, whether you were watching or not,
Yeah.
and you had to respect them,
Yeah.
how they played.
You
So
got the MVP and SGA, so
MVP, MVP.
Coach of the Year candidate.
Yep,
It's they were bound to let this thing
yeah,
happen. So
yeah,
yeah, so I agree with that.
yep.
All right, let's shift gears here a little bit.
Okay.
We recently had a one-on-one tournament for $100,000
That
prize. We
was
had
crazy.
Michael Beasley versus Lance Stevenson. Give me your thoughts on that, man.
Well, before this even started off, I had already checked Beasley in the box. Like I
Yeah,
checked, he is a bona fide stud out there on that court, man. I mean, and the thing is, people don't realize like everybody in the NBA, you put somebody one on one,
it's
and
a
the last
different
player
ball
on the
game.
on like it's different.
It's a
The
different
last
ball
player
game.
on the bench can come in here and torch you and put up,
Absolutely.
whatever on you. So
And let's not forget, Michael Beasley was that dude
he
coming out.
was,
He was like the second pick of the draft. He was definitely a
yeah, he
highly
was.
talented. He probably didn't have the NBA career that he wanted to have. It's a little different when you get into an organized format and you're not able to necessarily play the game. But Michael Beasley was that dude for sure.
Michael Beasley definitely was that guy, and I put much respect on his name. So
Yeah.
I didn't see Lance Stevenson coming out of there with that one.
Yeah, it was pretty competitive. I think Michael Beasley pulled out at the end, and it was some powerful defense being played, but
Yeah.
yeah, they.
Did you see my man's take his shirt off? Like that
Yeah,
was
yeah.
going.
Hey, in the middle of the game, sorry, I'm finna get serious.
Like that was going.
Like
Like that was going to change
I'm surprised he
something.
didn't blow in his ear. He did. I'm surprised. So, but
Yeah, that was crazy.
yeah, it was definitely.
So let me ask you this: who you
Okay.
think in a tournament like that? Who you think would like dominate, or who could go up against Beasley?
Ooh,
Name a player who you think, past,
ooh.
present. Like, give me your player that you think can come in there
Okay,
and dominate one on one.
okay. I'll do one better for you.
Okay.
I give you a total of three people who I
Okay.
feel like would absolutely dominate this type of format.
Okay.
And this is just based off of their play, NBA isolation, so I think Carmelo Anthony, prime Carmelo, I think he's taking almost anybody. Now I ain't saying
Melo is,
Carmelo is the best player to ever play the game, but when we're talking about one-on-one ISO, Carmelo
yeah,
was that
nah,
dude,
that's a fact.
man.
That's a fact.
Carmelo Anthony. Let me see another one. I would say I'm not saying it because I'm a Hawks fan. I'm from Atlanta. But ISO Joe, man, he
ISO
got the
Joe,
reason. He got the
ISO
nickname
Joe,
for a reason, man.
ISO
ISO
Joe.
Joe,
That's a
ISO
fact.
Joe, man.
That's a fact.
They clear that thing out for him. He was scoring 9 times
Yep.
out of 10 on you.
Put some respect on that man name.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And another person was one of his teammates, Jamal Crawford.
Okay.
He was
Okay.
one of the nicest with that rock, and he had that nice step back
Yeah,
jumper, and
for
he
sure.
was not stopping that, man.
For sure.
Let me get
For
a couple
sure.
of players from you who you think would dominate.
You know what? Now that I think about it, KD. KD is a monster. I mean, he's lanky with that length
That
and that
size,
shot, that
yeah.
size. Like I don't think that anybody can, match up with KD.
I didn't even think about KD.
How do you think? Imagine ISO Joe, trying to block
Yeah.
KD. You're not doing that. So
That's the truth.
I rock with that. Let me see Curry. I mean, with that shot,
Nobody's stopping that 3-pointer,
you're
man.
not-
He's shooting from
you're
half
not.
court. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my last one is Kyrie.
Ooh.
Kyrie.
I would say probably the best handles of all time.
For sure. Yeah.
He can get to the bucket.
He can.
Yeah.
AI would have something to say about that. And that's my guy.
Yeah,
but,
AI. You was a big AI fan for sure.
But yeah, for sure. Yeah, Kyrie. He got it. He got it.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy. Now that you brought up ISO Joe, I want to reflect back on that Hawks team that, because every time I think about playoff runs and where we were even close,
Man.
was that Hawks team. What was that, 15?
Yeah, something around that time. We
Yeah.
had Joe Johnson and that whole little crew and all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Crazy take I got. So I feel as though, like, and I respect Josh. I like Josh Smith, but I feel like if he would have worked on his game a little bit more outside of the normal practices and normal games, I feel like he could have been a dominant player. Like
Josh Smith had all the
he
athleticism in
did.
the world. I mean, can jump out the gym,
Yeah, yeah.
occasionally hit the mid range jumper, but he wanted to always play outside for some reason,
He
man.
want to bring the ball up the court, and that used
Yeah.
to piss me off
Yes,
so
like
bad, dude.
get it to the guard and go run
Bro,
your set,
dude
man.
used to pull up and try to throw that three up.
He had that long, lanky little shot, man. It was crazy,
That boy had them elbows
man.
pointed. So,
Oh
man,
man,
Josh he kind of killed that team a little bit.
absolutely,
Not gonna
yeah,
lie, bro. Like,
yeah,
because outside of that, I mean, Al Horford. Like, think about what Horford's doing
yeah.
now.
I mean,
Like,
he has longevity. He's still in the
yeah,
league. I'm shocked,
yeah,
man.
yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
I'm disappointed with that team. I feel
yeah,
like we could have had a whole lot more. You know what I mean?
yeah, absolutely,
So,
man,
well, we
absolutely.
got swept in the
Yeah.
in the Eastern Conference
Eastern Conference
Finals.
Finals, man. The Cavs, they
The
put foot
Cavs,
on neck, man. I
the
mean, we were
Cavs.
so hyped going into it
We
too,
were,
man. I mean,
we
we had
were,
a great record, a top
we
seed.
were.
We were doing it.
Atlanta as a whole, man. It's just outside of the Bulldogs, like outside of Georgia Bulldogs, man. Like we really don't have nothing to hang our hats on, man. Like think about that Falcons
Yeah,
loss. Like,
yeah.
oh my god.
The most recent, of course, was 2021 with the Braves.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Shout out to the Braves. No disrespect to the Braves. Definitely home team. Didn't mean to leave you guys out, but I mean, when you talk about the two juggernaut sports,
Basketball and
basketball and
football. That's the
football,
two that
it's
most
like
fans want to see. I mean, the Braves, that's cool.
that
MLB, I
was
feel like
great.
they're
It
third and
gave us something to
everything.
look forward to. We were happy.
Basketball and
Yeah,
football are the
yeah,
two sports that most Atlanta
yeah,
fans want to see make.
yeah.
And
I mean, you think about that, man. If the Falcons was to win a Super Bowl,
the
the
city would be
Falcons,
on fire. I
you,
mean, they probably would make it a national holiday, like
dude,
seriously, because
dude, think about that, man. I mean, like you see how New York was cutting up. New York is New York. No,
they
no,
was
like
rioting,
New
firing
York.
through the street. That wasn't even NBA Finals, man.
New York they're thirsting for something right
Yeah,
now, man. They're
absolutely. It's been a
thirsting.
while, man.
And so, man, it like to think about like our team, somebody that we watch
Yeah,
every Sunday, the Falcons, to
absolutely.
actually win the chip. Oh my God, bro.
I hate to really even bring it up, man, but 2016, man,
Oh
it
man.
was there for us.
Man, look, man.
Have you watched the game again since then?
I have not watched that
I
game,
can't. I don't think I could
and
ever watch that game again.
it hurts me. And you know what I think about, like, the podcast that Julio
And Roddy
and
White
Roddy White
and
and Harry
Harry
Douglas,
Doug,
they
yeah,
started,
yeah.
and to hear them talk about it, they're still bitter about it too.
Julio said he never watched it
He
again
never
either.
watched. I don't blame him. I wouldn't.
I
Like
want
there
to say
was,
he had 4 targets the whole game
dude,
or
there was
something like
so
that.
many opportunities in that game, man, where we just handed it over. We just handed it over, and so it hurts. But I have faith in Michael Penix.
Absolutely.
Penix is a stud.
Absolutely.
I like Penix. I feel like he can carry us through this season. I mean, to make the playoffs would be amazing. I mean,
It's
so
been
long.
since 2017,
It's
bro. It's
been
almost
so
been 10
long.
years since we made the
Look,
playoffs. That's insane,
it's
bro.
crazy, man. Our kids,
It's ridiculous.
Our kids have never witnessed.
That's ridiculous,
They've never
man.
witnessed them in the playoffs, dude.
Absolutely, man.
So, yeah, we gotta get to the playoffs.
Good,
we gotta do that this year.
This is the year, man. This is the year. Seriously, we got our quarterback in place.
Yeah.
We got a great running back. Our O line, I would say, is top 10. Top 10.
Sure.
As long as we can stay
pieces,
healthy. And we added a lot to the defense.
We did.
If these rookie pass rushers and we brought in some other players, if they can do what they need to do, brought in Leonard Floyd, if they can just get to the quarterback, the back end is going to take care of their business if we can get some pass rush. Jesse Bates, AJ Terrell, they're going to take care of what they need to do, man.
Yep.
Pass rush is key.
Pass rush.
That's the key to the game, man.
Absolutely. You know what? Now that I think about it, and we're talking about offense and defense, dude, your man, what's my man name? Our freaking tight end,
Kyle Pitts.
Oh my God,
Kyle Pitts.
Dude, are we gonna trade him or what?
My boy, man, Kyle Pitts. If you look at that draft class, we could have had Jamar Chase, who's probably the best receiver in the NFL right now. We could have had Jalen Waddle. We could
Yep.
have had Micah Parsons, a
Micah
bona
Parsons.
fide pass
Micah.
rusher.
Yep.
And to get this, we could have had Patrick Surtain, the best corner in the NFL. But we chose a tight end at the 4th pick of the draft.
That's been the Falcons for quite some time, dude. Like, and I mean, Atlanta in general, like
Absolutely.
the pick can be right there,
Absolutely.
and it's like they overthink
Yeah.
it. It's like,
I mean,
hey,
let's
man,
not take it all the way back when the Hawks chose Marvin Williams over Chris Paul. Let's not take it all the way back there. I mean, we've had our moments for sure, and that's all sports.
That's all
I think
sports.
out of all our teams, the Braves have been the best as far as bringing
Yeah.
in different free agency and different people. But it's that's the only one, man.
Yeah.
That's the only one. The Falcons, the Braves. Falcons and the Hawks.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, you can just
pick can be right there in front
It
of
can
them. I
be right
mean, they
there.
listening to Mel Kiper and Todd McShay and all of them, and instead of going with the person that
just
we
go
need the
with-
most,
Go with who you
we didn't need
know.
no tight end.
No, not at all. Not at all. And he ain't doing nothing, man. Every time he's out there, I'm like, man, it's Pitts in the game, and there he is right there. I will say,
They expect it. That's how they do, man.
I will say, Michael Penix. I feel like if we can trade him off now,
Yeah,
then we can actually get something out of him.
Michael Penix or Kyle Pitts?
I'm sorry, Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts. This is his contract year. So one thing I will say, if he don't dominate this year, he out the door.
Yeah.
This is his 5th-year option or whatever the case may be. If he don't come out here 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns, whatever the case may be, then he got to go.
Oh, for sure.
He got to go. They already talking about he's battling an injury right now and training camp trying to keep him out and everything. Kyle Pitts, man, you were the 4th pick of the draft. You got to show me something this year.
Yeah, me personally, I just feel like his heart ain't really in the game like that, man.
When you watching that game, it don't seem like he really trying sometimes, man.
He's not. And it's like the routes that he run, even though he knows he's not going to get the ball, is like his routes.
He lollygag. Yeah, man. So, okay, I thought I was the only one really paying attention to that. Okay.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
So,
KP, show me something, man.
He's got to.
Show me something, KP.
You got to, man. KP, if you're watching this, if this gets to you, you got to do something, brother. This year, man.
I mean, he looked like Darion, He looked just like him. So that might be him out there playing instead of Kyle Pitts.
Hey,
come
shout
on,
out
man.
Darion, man.
Shout out my guy DG, man.
Crazy.
Yeah. So I mean, it's like I said, Atlanta sports, man. We just want one. Give us the Hawks. We had a good run when we had Trae Young, and then he got hurt. And when we was going against the Milwaukee Bucks, I thought that was our year. We beat the Philadelphia 76ers. I thought that was our year, man.
Man, look,
it was.
The way that this Hawks team is designed right now, we're way off.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree.
Trae Young, like, all respect to Trae Young, but he is not who we hang our hats on. When you think about superstardom, like you think about the SGAs, you think about the Giannis, you think about all the different players in the league that's carrying their team. I don't feel like Trae is necessarily that guy to carry us. Yeah. So if we are going to ride with Trae, we got to pair him with somebody. Man.
Absolutely.
We got to pair him with somebody. And, I mean, I keep hearing speculations of Giannis.
Yeah.
I keep hearing that.
Keep seeing the little memes, him getting in the Hawks jersey and everything.
But, I mean, to me personally, I feel like that's not necessarily the answer for us. I mean, you're going to give up. You're going to give up.
You're going to give up a lot. It ain't like he just coming over
a lot. You're going to give up some trades. I feel like this rookie we got, man, he's got to step up, man.
Oh, yeah. He was the number 1 pick. I never thought I would see a day the Hawks got the number 1 pick.
Number 1 pick.
And it was nobody. It was nobody. It was nobody. No SGAs. Nobody like that coming out in this year's class.
It wasn't.
So
it wasn't.
I think Zach is going to be good. He has to develop, of course. When you play overseas and everything, the level of competition is much different. I see potential. He was definitely like this close to getting the Rookie of the Year, So it's just a matter of him growing in year 2. Yeah. He's gonna have to take a big jump. A big jump.
Sure.
So
for sure. I mean, the Hawks in general. I just think it starts with that front office, man. That front office is. I don't know. It's like we like you said earlier, man. The for sure pick is there, and we just fumble it, man. I just think it starts there. and they have to figure out where are they trying to go with this team. You know,
Yeah.
is
Gotta
Trey our
build,
guy?
man. Yeah.
Is he our guy? If he's our guy, then you got to put somebody around him that's going to complement him well.
Absolutely.
And if we're going to ride with that, then let's put some out there for the fans too, man. Nobody want to keep going to these games and
Yeah.
y'all are subpar and
Right. We're not
it's
paying
hard
for
to
no
watch.
season tickets, and
It's hard to
this is what
watch.
you're putting out.
One thing about the city will come out, but you got to put something out there for
put
them to
on the
watch.
show, man.
You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
the city will come out. When we were in the playoffs, the whole city was at the game. You know what I mean? Like those games were packed, but we have to get to a point where we're giving a great product for the city to watch. You know what I mean?
I mean, we got a couple of decent pieces. I would say Dice Daniels. I mean,
that's something to build on.
That's a player we have to keep. The defensive presence is, that's there for sure.
For sure.
Like I said, Zach's got to make a big jump year 2. We got to work on our big men for sure.
Yeah, we need some rebounding. Capella's got to go.
Yeah, it's time. He had his run.
He's got to go. So
we need a big man that can rebound and can score. Be able to step out a little bit.
Yep.
So
I mean, when you look at that OKC team and how they picked up Hartenstein, like that's a
you
type
need
of
those
player
pieces
that
like that. That's a championship.
You know what?
Piece,
when I always watch these teams, I always think like, man, how the Hawks didn't get their eyes on that?
Absolutely,
you know what
man.
I mean? Like,
absolutely.
What is it? You know what it is?
It's the players not wanting to come, huh?
No, these players, they got these side chicks out here, man.
all these they don't want to get caught up. That's true.
Caught up, bro.
That's
all
true.
These side chicks live right here. I mean, we the Mecca, the strip clubs all here, all that.
Absolutely.
I think that's what it is, bro.
That could be what it is,
like,
man.
why would you want to come to Atlanta, dude?
We got it all.
We got pretty good weather out here. I mean, it's hot, but compared to some of these other cities, like why wouldn't you want to come live here? Everybody comes here. A lot of it's a lot of entertainers. It's
absolutely
it's the Hollywood South. So why wouldn't you want to come to Atlanta? That's got to be the only answer.
That's the only answer, man.
That's got to be it.
These different Zion Williamsons and stuff, man. So they got him out here,
bro. Like
that was actually one of the players they kept mentioning too.
Zion.
So
yep.
Zion,
bro. What's he gonna do this year?
I don't know, man. He's so inconsistent as far as health goes, and
he's up and down.
And of course, he got all of this stuff right now going on. So, a couple of my friends call him Freaky Z.
Freaky Z better call up Anthony Edwards, man.
Something.
Hit him on the phone. Anthony Edwards said he did his big one. He said, "Hey, man, here's it all up front.
I'm out.
You
know what I'm saying?
I hate that he did that to the kid and all, but I don't know
if it's established and something that's been talked about along the whole way. I mean,
she wasn't talking like that. She probably was like, "Hey, baby," and he was right there with it, and then that baby came out and it was like, "Oh, we didn't agree to that, man. And I told you that, So it kind of got a little dicey, and it is what it is. It's all over the internet.
All over the net, man.
It's crazy, bro.
Question. So since we're talking about a little mess, what's up with this DDG and Holly Bailey, man? What's going on with all of that, man?
That's a tough one, bro. I don't know, man. Yeah. I'm a fan of DDG. I rock with him. I've been watching his stuff for a long time.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I don't really have no 2 cents on that one, man.
I mean, it's he say, she say at this point. It's a lot of this fact, a lot of that fact. Yeah. You got all this AI out here, telling what's true, True. So I'm gonna keep my comments away from that one as well. I'm not too sure, but
that's a dicey one.
That's a dicey one, my boy. So. Yeah, man, there's been a lot of controversies and in the news and everything and different things. So
you seen that boy Trump and
Musk?
Elon?
Yeah, man. I mean, Musk, he got Trump endorsed throughout the whole thing, and then parted ways now. And it's been a lot of Twitter fingers, a lot of them, So
who would ever think that,
your president, man? I mean, this is some crazy stuff, man.
The world we live in, bro.
That's the world we live in. So
it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, never would have thought that would happen, man. I mean, you just think of all these other presidents, these other terms, it's always politics and stuff. It's stuff off of the whole scale with these two,
Dude,
man.
Can you imagine if Obama would have been out there tweeting.
Man, boy, we would have
Imagine
never heard the
Obama
last
going
of this,
crazy,
man.
bro. Like,
We
imagine
would have
him
never had the last of
like
this,
really
man.
talking crazy on Twitter, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that would be insane, man.
Yeah.
Like, they would look at us like, oh,
Yeah.
they would have so much to say, but the fact that it's Trump and they kind of like give him a pass. Like,
Absolutely,
it's crazy the double standards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I remember Obama wearing a tan suit, and they had so
much to say about
it.
That's not presidential. That's not what you wear. Like,
but your man's is out here like tweeting and going crazy, and it's like, it's wild.
You know, I'm talking about he's taking people's character. He's attacking people the way they look. You know, this is you don't look good. You know, like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
I will
man.
say, like, being that he comes from the entertainment business, like, he is very entertaining.
Oh, absolutely, man. It's a show, man.
Yeah,
it's a show.
Like, when you see him on TV, it's like you're almost prone to tune in,
yeah,
like,
just to get a laugh,
just
to get a good laugh, because you know it's gonna be a laugh every time he get on that camera, man.
For sure. So, how's parenthood been going for you, man?
Parenthood. So, parenthood is one of the best things I've ever experienced. So my wife, she had a child, coming into our relationship. And, I love him. I take him in as one of our own. And, I love him to death. I recently had a child, he's 5 months now. So the age gap, that's a different vibe right there. You got one that's play, let's run here, let's run there. And then one, you got to attend to and take care of. So, you got a similar situation. How is
pretty much the same situation. But I mean, as far as the age gap, I love it, man. Like my daughter, she's amazing when it comes to watching,
helping and assisting.
I mean, when you talk about 12 and 3, that's my ultimate babysitter at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
It kind of gives me and wifey time to get out and have our fun here and there.
Absolutely, because you need that. You gotta have that. Gotta have that.
You want to stay married, you gotta have your own time.
Absolutely, that's true.
And so, I mean, for me, it's been a blessing. Cam, I always call her my first child. That was my starter child. She helped me, learn
the parenthood. Absolutely,
she helped me through fatherhood, and so now that I have Kaylin, she's been a blessing to me as well. To see it from start to where she is now.
Absolutely.
3 years old is crazy.
It's crazy how fast that time be going.
Time goes quick, man. Time goes quick. And so, it's just crazy to see that, both of us pretty much got the same situation.
Absolutely.
And we're blessed and, we're flourishing. And
10 years apart, and yeah. So it's a blessing. And like you said, though, it probably is best for the age gap, because I really couldn't imagine a 5-month and a 2-year-old, that's a different vibe right there now, boy. At least the 10-year-old, he's self-sufficient. He's able to do what he can do on his own. And we can attend to, the little man.
Yeah, because these terrible 3s that we're going through right now. Oh my!
And imagine a newborn right there too.
Oh my God! Like, she's into everything. Like, literally, you gotta watch her every step. Yeah. It's like there's no telling what she's gonna be into. So
absolutely, man.
Yeah. But shout out to my family, man. Shout out to wifey,
man.
Stephanie. Shout out to Cam. Shout out to Kaylin. What up? If y'all watching this. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Family is a big thing. It's very important, very vital to success. You got to be a team,
For sure.
Yeah, I love my family, man. So I think this is another episode 2 here wrapped up, man. Y'all definitely thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all y'all subscribe. It's going to be my co-host, Kale. He's going to be on very frequently, man. So y'all stay tuned in and y'all stay blessed.
Yep.